But other than that, Veterans Affairs in Tuolumne County in trouble. There will be an op-ed in the paper this week. Aaron read it.
Yeah.
And the first sentence says, imagine this if you can.
Mm-hmm.
The Sonora Veterans Memorial Hall at 9 North Washington Street is being torn down.
What? No, that's what I started reading.
That's exactly the response I want.
Yeah.
And the next sentence says, next paragraph says, giant excavators with huge steel jaws are tearing down the red brick walls and destroying the Columbia marble benchwork. The green metal roof is already off the roof and crumbled up and in a truck being ready to haul off to be recycled.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I say, well, it's not actually being torn down, but that could happen.
It could happen.
And that's what their op-ed piece is about. You guys' generation don't join these two groups.
Yep.
You're in that hall down there. My group's going to be out there in 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
Vietnam veterans will be gone. If you guys abandon it, the county can do whatever they want with it. The veteran code says that.
Well, as the commander right now, I've been talking to Debbie, and we're trying to pull both of us together to keep enough in Sonora and Tuolumne, and then do fundraisers together. You know what I mean? But we need more younger guys to come in. We need more veterans to come in.
Absolutely.
And,
absolutely.
Can't do it all ourselves,
No, you got to have more help. And they're out there. There was over 100 young men and women from this county in Operation Desert Storm, Desert Shield.
Yep.
Some of those are still here.
Yep.
And more have moved into the county. So there's a cadre out there with plenty of people. If you could just get them to come join. But I don't know. I've tried for 5 years. I don't know the answer. I don't know what it would take. Just like Debbie and some of you guys going with this Zoom meeting thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to have much success, but maybe I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But then there's a American Legion in Chowchilla that has a game post. American Legion gaming post. Will that do it? I don't know.
Well, I think obviously it works for them.
I guess it's working.
Every place is different.
I don't know if it's working or not. I'd like to know if it's working.
I've gone down to San Francisco the last few months more times than I'd like, and it's a different world. People act differently, the people talk differently, and it's just the same when you go to every post. Every post has a different personality.
Yes, absolutely.
But I think the common thread, I've been hearing this, I've been dealing with this for over 20 years being in the VFW. I'm actually, I always say it, like, membership is, I hate hearing about it because I've been hearing about it for so long. Why don't we get the young guys and there's more to it. It's not just the young guys too. I see a lot of older veterans that aren't involved
and to lead the way.
So for me, the common denominator is just the personal touch and the buy-in. We're good friends. We like going to meetings because we're seeing each other.
Yeah.
And it's the same with all the other relationships we have in the meeting. We want to see those guys. Yeah. We argue and fight with some of them, but the bottom line is we understand.
We're all in the same direction.
Yeah, it's part of the family.
And it's I don't know how it happened, but veteran just became the centerpiece of my life.
Yeah. Well, our veterans are our friends. Most people we talk to, most people we hang out with.
I am most comfortable with the veteran.
I am too. Yeah, because I don't fit in society, but I try. But like talking with you guys and stuff, yeah, we might argue. I might leave in there and says, "Fuck that guy." You know what I mean? But when the day's over, we're all brothers. We're all just a family.
Yes.
And nobody's alone.
I tried twice. Once I wouldn't join Kiwanis Rotary when I retired. I joined the Rotary Club for 8 years. I enjoyed that for the most part. But it just wasn't the same. But I just needed to do something different with a different group of people. One time I stopped doing veterans work altogether because I didn't think there was anything else to do. Started Habitat for Humanity. Yeah. I'll never regret that because that's been preeminently successful in this county because this county needed it.
Absolutely.
This is a county with a lot of low-income families, a lot of substandard housing. your Hatlervilles and all that. And that's helped relieve some of that. They've built 34 houses now
Yeah.
in 28 years.
It's not bad.
Those families would never have owned a home.
Even joining the Kiwanis or doing Habitat Humanity, you build relationships within the community, and that's where a lot of funding comes from.
Yeah. When I was doing my stand down for homeless veterans, my Rotary Club come out and cook breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, which probably would not have happened if I had not been a member. So yeah, you do make those connections and you network. It's called networking.
No collusion.
No collusion. But this is a particularly generous community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, more so I think than others.
Probably per capita.
Yeah, I think
This community don't run unless there's donations coming in.
Yeah.
It's amazing, what the county will do sometimes because they're just good people.
Yeah.
We're not afflicted up here like some communities are by gangs.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a cancer on society.
Well, I think we have a different type of gang. We have a community gang. When a kid's out there destroying something, marking something up, we're gonna find out who the kid is. We're gonna talk to the parent.
Yeah.
3 or 4 guys get together about Raider jackets or Raider hats and call themselves a gang.
Oh yeah.
They're not an organized crime gang like they have in Stockton and Modesto and Sacramento.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And those people are dangerous. And they affect the quality of life.
They do.
And you don't have that. It's just not in the makeup of it.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons, as I was told this years ago, the people out at the Conservation Center in Jamestown had to learn about gang membership. Why are they in gangs? What does a gang do? How do you get in it? Because they were dealing with all the gangsters out there. They took that information and brought it into the Sonora PD, Sonora Sheriff's Department, and CHP and taught them gang culture.
Yes.
Okay? So a guy comes riding through downtown Sonora on a lowrider.
Yep.
Cops gonna find a reason to stop him and just write up a field card on him.
Yes. Absolutely.
We're watching you. And that, I think they just come up here and couldn't recruit. It just
What do they call that? Because they're technically not supposed to do that. They police officers are not supposed to just pull people over.
racial
profiling. Racial profiling. Well, it's gang profiling or what? Yeah. It's profiling because when we had those big protests downtown, I think it was Black Lives Matter.
Oh yes.
And the community. I have a picture of the whole community forming up over in Solziville with the sheriff and the chief.
Yes.
And I got this picture of there's probably about 400 community members around the sheriff and the chief, and we're like, not one window broken. You make sure not one window broken, or we'll take care of it.
Right.
Yes.
And that's the game.
That's right.
And so when people come into this community in their little low riders or they're just out of counters, we must give something off like, hey, you're fine to be here, just don't step out of line and ruin our community because it's like our home.
It's all in banjo lessons.
Well, in the big city, someone breaks a window, that's somebody else's problem. Up here, if someone breaks a window, it's all of our problems.
Yeah.
It affects all of us. We're a small community.
We had a spell one time of people tagging buildings, writing on buildings. And I won't mention someone that you and I know was their child was involved in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I won't mention that name. And he finally outgrew that. But he was doing some big stuff. I mean, he was doing some big paintings. And then one time, Mike Efford was the police chief of Sonora, and he called me up and he said, some vandals tagged the Vietnam Veterans Memorial over at the library.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
And they tagged the whole building all the way around. So I go over and meet him and looked at it, and I got some guys over there to clean it off. He said, I know who did this. Really? You going to arrest him? He said, I can't place him there, but I know from his tag.
Yeah.
And he was a young man whose family had moved him up here from Los Angeles to get him out of the gang.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Why they moved up here to get the guy out of the gang. And but Mike Efford said, I'll get him, Frank. I'll get him. Well, a year later, this guy gets in a fight, and they cops call that mutual combat. This guy's losing, so he whips out a wire knife and stabs the guy.
Oh man.
Yeah. 15 years, attempted murder.
Oh my God.
Mike says, told you I'd get him.
Dang.
Yeah.
But,
No.
you know, the family was doing the right thing, trying
Yes.
to get him out of that atmosphere and out of that community.
Yep.
It just didn't work.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. So, you know, but that gangs are a big issue.
They are.
And even more so overseas where they're really well organized.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You could-
Cartel.
You could also make an argument of the culture. You know, he had a gang culture mentality that he couldn't get out of him. But then you also can relate that to other things like this blue wave or Democrats moving into our community.
Yeah.
They're bringing a culture that's not normal for the area.
Yeah.
I think when they were a couple weeks ago, they were talking about getting rid of or they're talking about changing the mascot for Columbia College.
Yeah.
And I had written, the only people around here changing culture or history
Mm-hmm.
are these guys.
They're all moving up from the
Complaining.
valley. Right.
You know, they're complaining that the indigenous culture, the indigenous history, like, no, that's part of it. But when you do away with our current culture and history, you're
Mm-hmm.
doing the exact same thing you're complaining about.
Yeah.
It
You
just
kill
don't
them
make no
history.
sense.
Yeah.
Because we have this, Tuolumne County has a culture. Yes, it seems to be leaning more conservative. I think it's 60-40, but that's numbers really skewing every time people move out of the state
Mm-hmm.
and come back, thankfully. But man, these guys leave, and I feel like you're like abandoning the fight. You know, we're holding the line up here in California.
Yeah. Well, I had to go meet my grandkids for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
But I came back, you know, no matter, so like I said, I was born and raised here, but no matter how many times I've tried to leave this county, I always come home because there's nothing better than here.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
I remember
Yeah.
growing up, I had some kids in high school that I was friends with. They're like, there's nothing to do in Tuolumne, blah, blah, blah. And so given the opportunity to leave, they wouldn't leave. But they would bitch and complain the whole time. You know, I left because of work. I had to leave, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I invited a few of them to come with me. Hey, you get a job over here, stay with me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get out of the county so bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that one of the biggest guys that was the weird complainer in our friends group, he's still here.
Yeah.
He's still here.
Yep.
Yeah.